I just got off the phone with my doctor's office. I've just had a hard time. I used to be on antidepressants or anti-anxiety medication almost 4 or 5 years ago. I was diagnosed in the summer of 2015 with anxiety and depression and insomnia. I was on medications for a little while, and then I stopped because things were a lot better. I had a good group of people, I had a boyfriend, okay relationships with my family. Everything was okay, so I went off my medication, and it was really good up until recently. That same boyfriend and I had been together up until a couple weeks ago when we broke up. I didn't know that was coming. It was unexpected to me. I was supposed to go back to school this fall, but after the breakup, I'm going to be paying rent on my own, and I would be on campus between all day pretty much, and I have a dog and 2 cats, so it would have been hard to take care of my animals without someone else there. I mean, my dad has offered to watch them for me, but it just didn't seem right. And plus, with being on campus all the time, also I'd be commuting. I'd pretty much only be able to work on weekends, and I wouldn't make any money if I only worked on weekends. So that's not happening now either. And then I hadn't been to my doctor's in over 3 years. I think since the beginning of 2018. And so they called me and they were like, hey, you have to come back or we have to discharge you as a patient. You have to go have blood work done just so we know where you're at, and make a doctor's appointment just so we can see again, like, kind of where you're at. And so I went and had my blood work done 2 days after my breakup, which was really hard because I really don't like having blood work done. Needles don't bother me too much, but like blood work and IVs do. As I went and had my blood work done, and then they called me a couple of days later saying that they had to put me on a medication for my thyroid. So now I'm currently being tested for hypothyroidism, which needs a lot more blood work. And it explains a lot of what I've been going through. I have had pretty much all of the symptoms of an agent. It's hard. So I'm on a medication for that now. And then I was just on the phone with my doctor and talking a bit about the hypothyroidism, and the medication. And he said that he's just gonna keep me on it for a few weeks. Then I have to go have my more blood work done. He'll see where my levels are at. He might need to up the dosage or lower the dosage. Birth control can affect the medication, so I'm on birth control. So just gotta kind of keep things in mind. That's it. I'm gonna go back onto anti-anxiety and antidepressant medication, so he put in a prescription for that for me, what I used to be on. And he asked me why I'm off, and I was like, at the time I had a good relationship, and I had friends, and I had a social life, and my life wasn't consumed by my jobs, and now I'm so exhausted after work. I'm still working right now. It's hard because it's really busy, and like where I live, everything is closed right now. But I work in an essential place, so we're always we're open still. And hi, Katie. It's really busy, and I have a lot of anxiety, so it's really hard. I'm completely exhausted by the time I'm home from having to talk to people all day and try and pretend to be like happy and positive. So I get home and I'm just drained of energy from having to help like talk to people and be happy, and like not that I can see our smiles because like we're all wearing masks, but like smiling and that all day, it's just hard. And like my doctor asked me what I do for fun, and I remember him asking me that when I first got diagnosed, and I was like, I don't really do anything for fun, I don't have friends. And then he asked me again when I had a follow-up appointment, when I was on depressants back 4 or 5 years ago. He was like, what do you do for fun? And I was like, oh, like, we go shopping, we go to the movies, we go out for dinner, we do whatever, you know, whether it be with my friends or my boyfriend. And then now he was like, what do you do for fun? I was like, I don't do anything. I go to work and I come home and I'm exhausted. I have 2 days off a week and I'm either cleaning or running around doing my groceries or my vet appointments for the pets or grooming or something. I'm just exhausted. And again, that comes back to hypothyroidism too, because you have a lack of energy and anxiety and depression. Weight gain and all kinds of things with that too, and intolerance to cold, which I have an extreme intolerance to cold. It's fun. Anyway, I'm just having a bad time. And my doctor's like, well, try and exercise again, because I was like, I've been going to the gym almost daily for like a year and a half. And he's like, well, try exercising. I was like, well, I go for walks every day with my dog, but it's hard to exercise because I don't really have the space for it. And like when I used to live in a house, where I moved last fall, I had a treadmill. I would go on my treadmill a lot. And I just feel like everything's a mess right now. I'm just having a